welcome to this video. It's gonna be a different one today. We're gonna be coloring together in Small Victories by Johanna Basford. And this video, maybe it's gonna be one or two or three, maybe a small series in September. And I'm gonna call it Getting Cozy. And let me tell you my reasoning behind it. I'm a big summer fan. Summer and spring, these are my seasons when everything comes back to life. When the weather is good, it's warm outside, it's sunny, it doesn't rain as much. I love it. But now, summer is almost over, so I'm kind of feeling the blues. And I know I have to accept what's coming and try to make the best of it and enjoy autumn and then winter as much as I can. So I thought, why wouldn't I make a list of reasons to look forward to the next season, to look forward to autumn? So I came up with a list of 15 that hopefully will cheer me up. And I want to talk to you about them, reasons to look forward to autumn while I color in Small Victories. Let me show you what I had in mind. So it's this page over here, and I'm gonna move it a little bit down because the one I want to color is this one first. We'll see how far we get. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me to share with you my 15 reasons to get excited about autumn, but we're gonna get started. And my hope is that this video or this series, if it ends up being more than one video, will also help you get excited about autumn. Maybe you're a summer person like me and you have the blues. So maybe it will help you get over that a little bit. Maybe it will get you excited about coloring autumn pages, or just simply accept that a new season is coming and embrace it with all that it has to offer. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'm coloring in Johanna Basford, and I'm going to be doing so with luminance pencils. I picked a few colors that I think might work for this page. I'll show you what they are once we start working. But for now, I thought we could do something easy and start with the leaves. So I'm going to go in with middle vert gris with verde gris moyen, this one, number 713. And as we do that, let me tell you, the first reason to get excited about autumn. And I've grouped them in kind of two: general seasonal reasons and then reasons related to coloring. And I'm gonna start with the ones related to coloring. Also, this is the first time I'm coloring and talking at the same time, so I'm a little bit nervous. Let's see how it goes and if this works out. There's always a first time to try things, isn't it? And the first reason that I could think of was that I'll be back in my home office, in my home studio, the one I'm recording from right now. And that means that I can record more. I love recording videos for you, for YouTube, of my coloring. And I haven't done it that much this summer because I feel when the weather is good, you need to be outside, you need to be enjoying it. And that's exactly what I did. And of course, it's wonderful that I did so. But yeah, everything comes with downsides as well. And the downside for me was that I didn't get to record as much. Instead, I was out there just living life. But this is also living life for me, and it's something that brings me a lot of joy and a lot of meaning as well from my coloring, doing these videos and sharing my coloring with you and taking part in this community. Community is part of it, of course. And I think we have a wonderful coloring community here on YouTube. So yeah, this is a chance for me to participate more, to get back into it. To watch more of your videos, but also to share more of my own videos that I'm making and share this coloring joy with each other. So that was the first reason I thought of. And of course, that's very exciting. So yeah, like today, for example, I felt like sitting down and recording this video, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So that's reason number one ticked off right there. Another one was that this year, and I'll share that in another video as well, but I was thinking of doing Inktober this year in autumn. For those of you that are not familiar with Inktober, it's basically an annual, drawing challenge, if you will, that takes place during the month of October. And it's basically about drawing, and it started with black and white ink drawing. But since then, it's expanded to many other forms of art, basically. And I was thinking to do Inktober, but for coloring, so sort of coloring Inktober. Um, and yeah, that's exciting for me because it's a challenge for me to color more. It's basically to color a little bit, color one small thing every day. This is what they do in Inktober as well. They need to draw one thing every day for 31 days. Yeah, that's gonna help get me back into coloring. It's gonna help improve my coloring skills, and it's something that we can do as a community for those of you who are interested. So I have an idea of how I want to tackle it. I'm gonna create a video separately from this one on my thoughts and what it means and what you can follow if you want to. And yeah, that's a reason to get excited for the month of October, actually, which is one of the rainiest months here. It's one that I really just want to get through, basically. But this really is something special, I think, and I could turn it into something to really look forward to. And yeah, do a little bit of coloring every day in October. That's the idea. Now, the third reason I was thinking of was Black Friday. So yeah, autumn also means Black Friday. Black Friday deals for new coloring materials. Uh, you know, I have stuff on my wish list, of course, still, even if I think I have a lot of coloring supplies already in books. But yeah, it's coming, and I have a few things that I want. So why not make use of those discounts that I know are coming our way? So yes, that is something to also get excited about in October. There you go. Maybe it's shallow, but I'm sure you can relate a little bit to what I'm saying too. Um, and reason number four, related to coloring that I could think of, was all the new books that are coming up in autumn or early next year. But I see autumn as, obviously a way to get closer to next year. And the ones I'm personally very excited about are Johanna Basford's Magical Worlds and Amel Pomeni's new book in March 2025. Dream Voyage, I think it's called. Oh, I can't wait to get that. I love Mel Pomeni's books. I love her style of coloring. I love the paper in those books. It works so well with my coloring supplies and with the Pet Artist pens, which I love using as well. And with the polychromos, it works wonderful. So I can't wait for that book. But also, we know Maria Trolley came out with a new book in Swedish, and I live in the Netherlands, so a few months after they released them in Sweden, usually they also release the Dutch version. So I'm expecting that to come at some point as well, so that's also something to look forward to. And also, we know that Hannah Carlson already released her Merry Christmas book called Jul, I think it's called in Swedish. I don't speak Swedish, so please forgive me if I butchered that. But yeah, I mean, Christmas is coming and Christmas coloring is coming, so that's also something to get excited about. All these new books, all these new opportunities, color, seeing these artists, expressing their creativity. I find that quite inspiring as well. So those were reasons related to coloring directly, but then I came up with quite a few more, to in general try to enjoy the season of autumn that's coming up. And another one, It might sound strange, but this is the first thing I came up with when I wrote the list. That September is still summer, basically. Technically, till the 21st of September, it's still officially summer, so it's not all gone. Um, but without the extreme heat that you might sometimes get in, August or even July. So this means that there's still a few wonderful days with good weather to look forward to, but none that make you super sweaty or want to be inside. So I'm still hopeful for me, for the part of the world that I live in, that I still have a week or two of sun, good weather, low winds, so that I can go and be outside and enjoy and get some of that vitamin D. That's so important, especially when you don't see that much sun during the rest of the year. So yeah, that was my first reason when I came up with the list. All right, another one. Let's move on. Is we're gonna get sweater weather. So for me, that's the opportunity to wear sweaters. I love sweaters. They're some of my favorite items in my wardrobe. I have some that I love the material, I love the color, I love the cut, how they fit me. Those are some of my favorite clothes, and I'll get to wear them again very soon. And in the Netherlands, for me at least, like I can be wearing sweaters from September till April, basically. So yeah, that's quite a long time. So it's starting. It's almost here. Um, and yeah, well, I'll enjoy what I can, right? And if sweaters make me happy, I'll wear sweaters. Another reason is being able to drink tea and coffee, so warm drinks basically. I continue to drink coffee because I'm such a coffee person. I drink a few coffees a day. I love lattes, I love cappuccinos. I do that. But when it's super hot outside, warm beverages are not your go to necessarily. But yeah, when it gets colder, of course, I can drink as many as I want. Also tea, which can be nice as well. So yeah, that's something that I do look forward to. Um, Another reason is, of course, if the weather's not so good, then we stay inside a little bit longer. And I'm looking forward to watching series on the couch with a cup of tea in the evening. There are a few series that are coming out in October that I'm looking forward to. One of them is on Netflix. It's called The Diplomat. Those are the series that I really love them about. Yeah, I guess politics or law enforcement or law. I like the series with lawyers as well. Or there's something to be solved basically. And I really loved the first season of The Diplomat, and I saw they're coming out with a new one in October, so that's just around the corner, and that's something to be excited about. We also got a new couch recently because the old one had been eaten up by our dog. The new one has survived so far, but yeah, I get to enjoy my new couch, I get to drink a cup of tea, I get to watch a nice series and relax, maybe do some coloring while I watch it. Do you do that as well? I definitely do. I color on the couch while I watch TV. So yeah, it sounds like a good time to me. Um, Next up, another reason I thought of was how we're getting closer to Christmas. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays of the year. I just have a lot of childhood memories of it. Really wonderful times. Yeah, obviously there was a time when I used to believe in Santa Claus as well, but it's gift giving. It's that warm fuzzy feeling. It's all the wonderful like Hallmark type movies that come out in that period as well. So there's a lot to look forward to in here as well. And with Christmas as well, what I usually do is in that period right before the new year, I reset my goals. I check and look back how the year has been going. I make new goals. I update my goals. I take some time to reflect, and that's something that I personally really, really enjoy. Um, yeah, and then the time for that is nearing, and that's something that is indeed exciting for me. Another reason I wrote down was that indoor weather basically means reading more books. I really enjoy reading books, both fiction and nonfiction. I think books can be great mentors, or you can, get a lot of words of wisdom or new knowledge from books or from other people's experiences. Um, and during summer, well, I just like to be more outside in summer, and maybe I don't get to read as much, for example. But in winter, you cozy up on the couch with a good book, or you go to a cafe and you take your book with you, and it's raining outside and it's cozy inside, those kinds of things. Yeah, that's coming up, and that's something to be excited about. Maybe I'm romanticizing things, obviously, but yeah, I'll take any reason I can come up with to get excited about the coming period. And yeah, reading books is definitely one of them. So I'm excited about that. What about you? I'm curious, do you see yourself in what I'm saying as well? Do you like, the weather that's coming up? Do you also end up reading more books in autumn? What kind of books do you love? Oh, I could be talking about books the whole day, if you want. But I would love to hear from you as well. What do you love reading? What's your favorite book of all time? What's the last one you've read? Please tell me. Tell me everything. Tell me everything, because I'd love to know. Maybe get inspired as well and buy some new books for myself for my bookshelf. Yeah, how is this going? What do you think of my mushroom so far? I've been using some orange, and this is green ochre, and I'll come in with some browns as well later on here as well. Okay, moving on to the next reason. I thought of my friends and family. And of course, in summer, people are away on holiday, so you don't maybe get to see them as much. But now everyone's back. And when everyone's back, it means we can meet up for coffees, for catch ups, for family celebrations, or just with friends. And that for me is a reason to be happy about, for sure. Spending more time, more opportunities to see friends and family, because everyone's back from their holiday and sort of social life is coming back to life, if you will. Another reason is the cozy cafes. Outside in summer, you go and sit on a terrace, you go to the beach, you walk, you swim, you do things out in the sun. In autumn and winter, you go inside and sit at a cafe, or that's what I do at least. I love coffee, I love cafes, I love the vibe in cafes, so I do that quite often. And yeah, there's more opportunity to do that, sit by the window. I have some cafes with really big windows overlooking a beautiful landscape. And I can go and sit at one of those, enjoy my latte, read a book maybe, and just cozy up. Yeah, definitely. I feel excited even talking about it, actually. So that should be good. Cozying up in a cafe. Another reason is that it does kind of feel nice when you're inside, not when you're outside having to go through to work or something through the rain, but when you're inside on a quiet day, just sitting in a chair or on the couch and looking out the window and just listening to the rain and looking at those raindrops fall. That's quite meditative, isn't it? So that's something to enjoy, I think, and to look forward to. Just seeing nature doing its thing, just letting it be, enjoying what's outside your window, and watching those raindrops fall and listening to the sound of rain. It's quite soothing and nice. I've got 2 more reasons for you, and then we'll end with we'll end up with a list of 15. This is going much faster than I thought it would, and I still have quite a bit of my mushroom to do. But hopefully it's been nice to see a little bit of my process. But yeah, the next reason I came up with was the local events coming up in autumn. I feel like everyone's kind of taking a break in summer. We hit pause, we go outside and enjoy the weather. And once September starts, when it's, everyone goes back to school, everyone goes back to work, the local event life springs to life all of a sudden. So that's when the new theater season starts, and I've got quite a few things I want to see in our theater this year. The art school opens up again, so there's classes to follow, and I'm also excited about that. There are some local festivals that are organized in September and October that I want to join. Also, generally, there are fewer tourists around, of course, than in summer, so you kind of have more space to roam and enjoy in your own city and in the area. And then there's also in the Netherlands, there's this fair taking place twice a year, sort of an arts and crafts fair. And this one is also taking place in autumn. I'm going. I'm super excited. They sell so many things, including coloring supplies. Of course, that's also something to look forward to. I bought tickets already. I just need to get there. That's definitely something to be excited about as well. And last but not least, by the way, let me show you what pencil I'm using right now. The color of the leaves in autumn is really beautiful. I'm sad that they're not green and that the leaves are actually falling and it looks kind of barren afterwards. But you've got this couple of weeks, somewhere in October. Tell me if you know what I'm talking about. Where if you live in a forested area, or just if you look at the trees outside or the bushes, these beautiful oranges and browns and still greens here and there, and they all mix. It's like a symphony of color. It's gorgeous. And it's beautiful to take forest walks, for example, then. And also the sound of leaves rustling under your boots. That's something that's just beautiful. And it's something to savor while you're doing it. So I couldn't not add that on my list, that there's beauty in the end of something as well. Things are sort of grinding to a halt nature-wise, if you will, preparing for winter, but there's beauty in that process as well, and we have to appreciate that. There are seasons in nature. Sometimes you're more active, other times you're not, but there's some magic in every moment. So I will leave you with that, my dear coloring friends. I hope autumn turns out to be a wonderful season for you. I hope you enjoy your coloring and just life in general, whatever it brings in autumn for us. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.